Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're doing fantastic. In this video, what I'm going to be sharing with you is free email templates that I'll use to win business. Now, if you don't want to, you know, listen to this video and you just want to copy and paste the templates, by all means, there's a link in the description. So go ahead and grab those. There's three of them in here, and I'm going to go through them and explain why I have them. It might be easier if I show you on here. So this is just the back end of the website instead of having the ads on there. So I'm going to go through why there is no one sales email that will suit all. So some people say to me, have you got any really good templates, or what's the best template? There is no best template. Some will work better than others. Some will work, if someone emailed me, I like emails like this, very short, concise, what it's about, can we help? Yeah. And some people like a bit of detail. They want to see you put effort in like this, or they want a little sales pitch in there, or they want statistics, which I've thrown in here, which you can obviously amend. So I'm going to go through everything and break it down as to why I use these free templates, not exclusively, but the initial one, this is what I send. So I call this one simple but powerful. Now I realize that the open rate and the read rate is much higher on shorter emails, obviously, and I got a higher reply rate. This is probably my highest converting template, believe it or not. There is nothing that says, or nothing that wins me more business than actually this. And I was reluctant to share it because a lot of people think they have to have, oh, that's so empty. But what it looks like is it's not actually a custom, it's actually a custom email from an email blast, like a mail shot. But actually, it looks like it's not. It looks very personalized. It looks like I just saw you recruiting. It's very informal. I'm not trying to say hello, how are you? I might even just say hi or dear, rather than or good afternoon, good morning, because I just want it to come across like I just seen it online and I just knocked up a quick email. I've even tried to test putting in spelling errors in there just in case, just so it looks like it's legit. But I thought some people might sort of just conceive it as I've been really sloppy with it. So in all theory, it just says, I saw you recruiting on wherever you saw it. So did you see it on Indeed, LinkedIn, their own website? List it in there. Obviously put their name. And I saw you recruiting for an account manager in London. And that's it, which my team specialise in. You can take that off, or I specialise in. And wondered if you'd be looking to use an agency with this. Now the trouble I found is, what you might find is they might come back and say, yeah, I'm interested, but we can only pay 8%, or we can only pay a 1,500 flat fee, or we want a 6-month rebate. You leave yourself open. So I've left a gap purposely here. If you do want to add anything in there, we charge this much. That's always a good point. So the only people coming back to you, you're not going to waste time and get excited over that. So definitely shoot on that. Now this one is just a general mix. It's still short, relatively short. I got a sales email today from a recruitment agency actually, and it was longer than this whole thing all put together, like all of this. And I just thought, no one's reading that, mate. And I looked on their website just out of curiosity. They obviously sent it to me by mistake, and I saw like 3 jobs, and it was quite clear that they haven't got any jobs on. And they do a good job because I only posted those jobs. I think it was like 5 days ago, so they've sourced them quite quick. Anyway, the one thing I want to get into is it should never be more than 4 paragraphs, I feel. And you can put hello, how are you? I used to put how are you, but the trouble is, what most people see on the email, the snippet, when they look on their inbox, is like that kind of amount. So you don't want to be hi, how are you? You don't want them to read that. You want to either give them an indication, like this one is, I saw you recruiting. So if people are opening that, they know what the rest of the email is going to be. Yeah, I want to introduce myself. I usually sometimes put, I called earlier today. I've put it in this one as well. So I wanted to introduce myself. So I might actually add that in. I called earlier today, because I was just writing these from memory. Because I always chop and change. So I called earlier today and wanted to introduce myself. So this is like a personal touch. Now, 2 reasons why I called in today and why it works so well. One is they don't want you to call back. And 2, it means you actually tried to reach out to them. And obviously they're going to see this as a copy and paste job, but they're going to see it as, oh great, he's actually wanted to reach out to us and he might call back, so let me get back to him. So it prompts them prompts you to actually get a reply from them. So I really like this one, or putting that in there. And specialist, so you can put whatever talent partner, whatever niche you're in. Yeah, I noticed your advertising, same thing, website, and just wondered if you required support. At that point, that's enough information to know what this email is about. So they're not exactly going to come back to you. Yeah, we're currently facilitating delivery for private public sector, so I just put a lot of mumbo jumbo in there. Yeah, so you can put, oh, we're recruiting for 150 staff. I think I had 500 in there, which is ridiculous for one person to do. And this is partnered with a 100% retention rate on permanent staff. And this is just a sales email for temp and perm. So if you're emailing, you don't care if they give you temp or perm, this is a good email. You can feel free to take these out. 1 in 4 fill rate. So that means if they give you a job, or 5 jobs, you're going to fill 1 of them. Yeah, or if they give you 10 jobs, you're going to guarantee to fill 2, which is a really good rate. Most agencies run at 10%, 1 in 10, 1 in 8. The liars say they're in 1 in 5 or 1 in 4 as well. So yeah, and this one doesn't have a rates. It's happy to send across our rates. Yeah, and it's kind of not asking for a call, but it kind of leads their curiosity. So we're saying that we use a lot of AI and heavy lifting to take the heavy lifting out of recruitment. We also provide a cost reduction, so that's another selling point. So that's the curiosity point, that's the selling point there, and our existing suppliers, etc. Yeah, so happy to pursue if you wish to explore further. Yeah, that's perfect. So the other one, that's a really good, that can be quite powerful for high-end sort of larger companies where you're giving statistics. That's really good when you reach out to talent acquisition people or senior or lead talent acquisition people, because they like that sort of data as well. So it all depends who you're sort of reaching out to as well. Perm, this is just a longer sales funnel, and the only difference in this is, I put social care recruitment agency. You can put whatever niche you want. The only thing is with this one is I couldn't help but notice you're looking for a vacancy or reviewing another candidates. Yeah, it's similar to the one I've already shared, but we're currently facilitating delivery for, and this is the reason why this one works really, really well. You want to just name their competitors that are locally or their closest competitors. Now you probably think, oh, what happens if they find out? They're never going to find out. It's never happened to me. And if it does, all right, no biggie. You'll take the risk. Yeah. What this does, it shows you're already recruiting for people or companies. Yeah. And by all means, they're going to think, okay, if they can help our competitors, they can definitely help us. Or we don't want them working for 4 of our competitors and not us. We want them to help us as well. So they feel not left out, but they feel like you might be potentially, it's like a soft threat to say, I'm headhunting. I potentially could headhunt your staff into your competitors as well. So it is really powerful, and it gives that sort of, without saying, oh, we work with loads of companies, actually name them. There is a way you can do this through, like an automated style, which I've done before, which I'll be happy to share if anyone needs. And to be upfront, our percentage, I usually put a range, so 8 to 15% or 10 to 20%, whatever you want. The reason I put a range, if they give you easy fill positions, you might offer them at 10 to 12. But if they give you really hard positions, then it's going to be difficult to do. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions, let me know, and enjoy the templates.